Welcome to our tutorial on fixing issue with the statement of cash flow using indirect method in report template on Xero. Today, we'll address a common problem involving incorrect figures when foreign exchange transactions are included. So let's start by looking at the balance sheets on Xero. For now, I am using my own account as an example to demonstrate the issue. To access to the balance sheet in Xero, just simply click on the navigation bar, Accounting, and then I can go to the Report Center and I can identify the report by searching the name of it or selecting through the list. Alternatively, for the sake of time, I can actually bookmark the report that I would like to access quite frequently, and once that I have bookmarked the report, and then it will show up in my drop-down list in the navigation bar. So I'm just going to click on the balance sheet. After I have access to it, I just need to change the date that I would like to generate the balance sheet from, and I click on Update. If we scroll a little bit further down, you can see that under Liability there is a accounts payable amounts. And if you take a look on these amounts, it is 75375.34. And if I move my mouse into this amount, and then I can actually right click and to open link in the new tab. So it will lead us to the account transaction report. If we take a look on the total, so that we will notice that the amount jumped from 75375.34 to this amount, 75895.49. So this discrepancy affects our cash flow statement. To resolve this, we can scroll all the way up, click on the column drop-down menu, and then to select the revalued option, and then we can update the view. After I have done so, if we scroll back to the bottom, this brings us back to the original figure, which is the same as the balance sheet. Now, let's double check for the discrepancy by going into the foreign currency gain and losses report. So again, you just need to select the right date range so that you can generate the foreign exchange loss, gain and losses report from. So it's going to be the one financial year. Once that we're done, and then we can click on Update. And here you see that a discrepancy of $520.15, which is the discrepancy between the account transaction report and the balance sheet. Now, let's move on to the compilation report. We just need to click on the accounting on the navigation bar, click on the report. And we can go to Advisor tab, and then we can select for the compilation report, which has been created in your Xero HQ. If we switch to the financial position report, and under trade and other payables, and you see in this figure, but because that in the financial statement, it's actually consolidate different types of the account ledgers into this payable account, so that if we want to see the breakdown of it, we can just click on the open new link in a new tab so that it can open up for us. Again, it will lead us to the account transaction report. You can see in here the accounts payable, the total amount, it is going to be 75895.49. So again, what we need to do is to select the revalued option in the column and update. It will show us back the correct amount that is same as what we saw on the balance sheet. So this is one thing to note. And however, we still have the issue with the cash flow statement, but let's just take a look on that. If we click on the statement of cash flow, If we scroll down to the accounts payable amount, it still shows us this amount, 75,895.49 instead of 75,375.34. To fix this, we need to edit the layout. To fix this, we'll need to edit the layout of the report. So now let's click on the bottom left by clicking into Edit Layout button. In the top menu, you can find rows. And what you need to do is to create a group and drag and drop it under the changes in working capital. We can name it as the accounts payable. Make sure that I can show the total and make it as accrual basis. For now, what we need to do next is to click on the accounts payable item and drag it within this grouping. And the second step is to create a custom row. And then we can name it as foreign exchange. What we need to do is to update the layout so that these changes will be reflected in the report. So now if we take a look on the report itself, we have a custom row for FX. We also have the accounts payable, but then within the incorrect figures. How are we going to adjust it so that it will be the same as the balance sheet as we generate in the first place? What we can do here is to change it, change the amount for the custom row. If you all remember, in the foreign currency gain and losses report, the discrepancy amount is $520.15. What we need to do is to add it in the custom row. So now it is entered. And now we just need to click on the edit layout again. And to just quickly press one button on your mouse is to collapse this grouping. And now that we can click on the update layout once that we have collapsed the grouping. And now that you see, after I have made some changes in the grouping and also creating a custom row to add the discrepancy amount for the foreign exchange gain losses. So now that you can see the accounts payable in the cash flow statement, it is the same as what we saw in the balance sheet. So this is how we are solving the issue when it comes to the statement of cash flow, the accounts payable or accounts receivable transaction or amount. It is not the same as what we saw on the balance sheet report. So thank you for joining this tutorial. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more tips on using Xero effectively.